48 hours, and we have noticed some development in our jar that we had added the bacterial culture and some milk too. So remember, we had 10 parts of milk and 1 part of our fermented rice wash, and we can see after 2 days what has happened here. All of the curds from the milk have formed, and that's because the lactobacilli in the culture have been utilizing the lactose in the milk and producing acid from that as part of their fermentation process. And the acid makes the milk curds form. So if you've ever had milk and added lemon juice to it or vinegar or something very acidic, you may have seen something similar. There's also some solid matter down here at the bottom. And again, what we want is the whey, this middle part here, that cloudy material where that's where our bacteria are. So we're going to try and capture that into just another jar that we have cleaned out, and we're going to strain it through a sieve. And I have some pieces of gauze put inside of the sieve, but if you have cheesecloth, you can use cheesecloth, or an old thin t-shirt will work as well. Mainly the idea is just to strain out the curds and keep the solid matter out of the culture that we're going to capture. So we're just going to pour this through the strainer. It has that sour kind of cheesy smell, and you can see that the curds are left in the jar. And we're just going to discard this. Some people will use this in their compost pile or other uses. And this is our lactobacillus culture. So we're going to keep this in the refrigerator. It will keep in there. If you wanted to keep it for longer term storage at room temperature, you can add some kind of a sugar source. A lot of times people will use molasses, but we're going to be using this relatively quickly, so we're just going to keep it in the refrigerator.